Welcome back, token curation coin enthusiasts and collectors. In today's video, we're diving into the world of rare and valuable Lincoln pennies. These small 1-cent coins might seem ordinary, but some of them are worth a fortune. In fact, one of these coins has a current market value of $5,700. Stick around as we count down the top 10 most valuable Lincoln pennies that could be hiding in your pocket change. Today, we're focusing on a coin that might just be sitting in your pocket or coin jar at home. A 1940 Lincoln penny worth an incredible $5,400 on the current market. Yes, you heard that right. So let's take a closer look at this seemingly ordinary penny that's actually a collector's dream. Let's start with a bit of history. The Lincoln penny, also known as the Lincoln wheat cent, was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. This marked the first time a U.S. coin featured a president's likeness, and it quickly became one of the most popular coins in circulation. Now, fast forward to 1940. The world was in the midst of World War II, and while the United States was still officially neutral, the war had already begun to impact the economy. The U.S. Mint continued to produce Lincoln pennies, which were made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. The 1940 Lincoln penny is part of the wheat penny series, named after the two wheat stalks that frame the reverse side of the coin. This coin was minted in 3 different locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The ones minted in Philadelphia bear no mint mark, while those from Denver and San Francisco are marked with a D and S, respectively. Each of these pennies carries its own unique value, which we'll get into shortly. Now, let's talk about rarity and value. Over 586 million 1940 pennies were minted in Philadelphia, 81 million in Denver, and 112 million in San Francisco. While these numbers might make you think the 1940 Lincoln penny is common, and in many cases it is, certain factors can make these pennies incredibly valuable. The condition of the coin is a major factor. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition, also known as mint state or MS coins, are much rarer and can command a high price at auction. In fact, the 1940 Lincoln penny we're talking about today, which recently sold for $5,400, was in such exceptional condition that it caught the eye of collectors. It's graded at MS 67 red, which means it's nearly flawless with full original mint luster. But even if your 1940 penny isn't in mint condition, it could still be worth more than just 1-cent coins in lower grades, like very fine VF or extremely fine EF, can still be worth several dollars. And if you're lucky enough to have one in a higher grade, you could be sitting on a small fortune. So what makes the 1940 Lincoln penny so valuable? There are a few reasons. First, its historical significance. Coins from this era are always sought after by collectors because they tell the story of a pivotal time in U.S. history. Second, the scarcity of high-grade examples. While millions of these pennies were minted, few have survived in perfect condition. Over the years, many of these coins have worn down, been damaged, or lost, making those in mint condition rare and valuable. And third, there's always the allure of the what if. What if this seemingly ordinary penny is actually a rare error coin? Errors like double dies, repunched mint marks, or off-center strikes can make a coin worth exponentially more. Collectors are always on the lookout for these hidden gems. Now, let's talk numbers. As of today, a 1940 Lincoln penny in top condition is valued at around $5,400. That's a significant increase from just a few years ago when similar coins were selling for closer to $3,000. This steady rise in value reflects the growing interest in rare coins and the increasing rarity of high-grade examples. But what does the future hold for this penny? Experts believe that as more collectors enter the market and as fewer high-quality 1940 pennies remain available, the value could continue to rise. So, If you happen to have one in great condition, it might be worth holding onto it for a little longer. Of course, if you're looking to sell, now is also a great time to do so. With the current market demand, you could get a premium price for your penny. Just be sure to have it professionally graded so you can maximize its value. So how can you identify if your 1940 Lincoln penny is worth a small fortune? First, check the condition. Look for any signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration. If it's in excellent shape, consider getting it professionally graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. This will give you a clear idea of its value and make it more appealing to buyers. Once you know what you have, there are several ways to sell it. You can try online auction sites like eBay, where rare coins often fetch high prices. Alternatively, you can sell through a coin dealer or at a coin show. Just make sure you do your research to ensure you're getting the best possible price. And there you have it, the fascinating history, value, and potential future of the 1940 Lincoln penny. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this is one coin you definitely want to keep an eye on. Who knows, you might have a valuable treasure hiding in your pocket right now. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel for more coin-related content, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching and happy hunting! Today, we're uncovering the incredible story of the 1994 Lincoln penny, one of the most sought-after coins by collectors and enthusiasts alike. Believe it or not, this seemingly ordinary 1-cent coin could be worth a whopping $5,300 today. Stick around to learn why this penny is worth so much, its history, and what makes it so special. Before we dive into the specifics of the 1994 Lincoln penny, let's take a brief look at the history of the Lincoln penny itself. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a president's image and replace the Indian head penny, which had been in circulation since 1859. The Lincoln penny design was created by Victor David Brenner, with the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and, originally, 2 wheat stalks on the reverse. In 1959, the reverse design was changed to feature the Lincoln Memorial to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. This design remained until 2008, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. Now, let's focus on the star of today's video, the 1994 Lincoln penny. At first glance, this penny might look like any other. It features the familiar image of Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back. But there's more to this coin than meets the eye. In 1994, over 6.5 billion Lincoln pennies were minted across 3 facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The vast majority of these pennies are worth just 1 cent today. However, a select few have become highly valuable due to their unique characteristics and rarity. So, what makes the 1994 Lincoln penny worth thousands of dollars? The answer lies in a combination of factors, including condition, rarity, and errors. First, let's talk about condition. The value of a coin is heavily influenced by its condition, which is graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, uncirculated coin. A 1994 Lincoln penny in pristine condition, known as mint state (MS), can fetch a significant price. If a coin has no signs of wear and tear and has been well preserved over the years, it can be worth much more than face value. Next, rarity plays a key role. While billions of pennies were minted in 1994, only a small fraction are in near-perfect condition. Finding a penny that has survived the last few decades without any damage is incredibly rare, making these coins highly desirable among collectors. Finally, errors and varieties can dramatically increase a coin's value. Some 1994 pennies have unique errors, such as off-center strikes, double dies, or other minting mistakes. These errors are unintentional and often result in coins that are one of a kind, which can drive up their value. So, just how much is a 1994 Lincoln penny worth today? While most 1994 pennies are only worth a few cents above face value, those in mint state condition or with unique errors can be worth thousands of dollars. In fact, a 1994 Lincoln penny in top condition recently sold for $5,300 at auction. That's a huge return on a coin that was originally worth just 1 cent. The market for collectible coins is always fluctuating, so if you have a 1994 Lincoln penny in excellent condition, it might be worth getting it appraised by a professional. Who knows? You could be sitting on a small fortune without even realizing it. If you're wondering how to spot a valuable 1994 Lincoln penny, here are a few tips. Look for coins that have no visible wear or scratches. The shinier and newer it looks, the better. Use a magnifying glass to inspect the coin for any errors, such as double strikes, off-center strikes, or other abnormalities. If you believe your 1994 penny is in excellent condition or has a unique error, consider sending it to a professional grading service. They can authenticate and grade your coin, which could significantly increase its value. The 1994 Lincoln penny may seem like just another coin in your pocket, but for those lucky enough to find one in pristine condition or with a rare error, it could be worth a small fortune. As we've seen, this humble penny has sold for as much as $5,300, making it one of the most valuable modern pennies in circulation today. If you're a coin collector or just someone curious about valuable pennies, keep an eye out for that special 1994 Lincoln penny. It might just make you a lot richer. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you next time. In today's video, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of coin collecting. Specifically, we're going to talk about the 1973 Lincoln penny. Yes, you heard that right. A simple 1-cent coin that could be worth up to $5,200. If you're a collector or just curious about valuable coins, stick around because this penny has a lot of history and value that you won't want to miss. Before we get into the details of the 1973 Lincoln penny, let's briefly touch on the history of the Lincoln penny itself. The Lincoln penny, also known as the Lincoln cent, was first minted in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a historical figure and has been in continuous production ever since. The design of the Lincoln penny has seen a few changes over the years, but the 1973 penny still carries the iconic image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, or front, side, with the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, or back side. This design was introduced in 1959 and continued until 2008. Now, let's focus on the 1973 Lincoln penny. At first glance, it might seem like any other penny from that era, but a combination of factors makes this coin particularly valuable. First and foremost, the 1973 penny is part of the larger series of copper-based pennies. Up until 1982, pennies were made primarily of copper, making them more durable and giving them a distinctive reddish hue. However, what really sets the 1973 penny apart is its scarcity in high-grade conditions. Finding a 1973 Lincoln penny in mint state with no scratches, blemishes, or discoloration is incredibly rare, and this is where the coin's value skyrockets. When it comes to the 1973 Lincoln penny, mint marks play a significant role in determining its value. The coin was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S. Coins produced here are the most common, but even these can fetch a high price if they're in perfect condition. The Denver Mint produced a substantial number of these coins, and again, condition is key for value. The San Francisco Mint produced fewer pennies compared to the other mints, making these coins slightly rarer. The highest value 1973 pennies often come from the San Francisco Mint in pristine condition. Keep an eye out for those. So, how does a penny that was worth 1 cent in 1973 become valued at $5,200 today? The answer lies in the coin's condition, rarity, and the demand among collectors. Coins that are graded as MS67 or higher, mint state, by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can reach astronomical prices. MS67 means the coin is in nearly perfect condition, with only the tiniest imperfections visible under magnification. There have been instances where collectors and investors are willing to pay top dollar for a perfect or near-perfect 1973 Lincoln penny. In auctions, these coins have been known to fetch thousands of dollars, with some even surpassing the $5,200 mark. The combination of its historical significance, high copper content, and rarity in top condition makes it a hot commodity in the world of numismatics. If you're wondering how to determine if your 1973 penny is worth thousands, here are some key factors to look for. The coin should have no signs of wear, discoloration, or damage. Mint state coins have a brilliant, almost flawless appearance. A shiny, reflective surface is a good indicator of a high-grade penny. Coins with a sharp and clear strike, meaning the details are well-defined, are more valuable. These are scratches or dings that occur when coins are handled. A high-value coin will have minimal or no contact marks. If you believe you have a valuable coin, it's worth getting it professionally graded. A certification from PCGS or NGC can significantly increase the coin's value. As of now, the market value of a top-grade 1973 Lincoln penny can reach up to $5,200. However, prices can fluctuate based on demand, rarity, and the overall condition of the coin. If you have a penny that meets the criteria we discussed, you might just be holding on to a small fortune. It's also important to keep an eye on market trends. Coin collecting is a hobby that can be influenced by economic factors, the popularity of numismatics, and even trends in precious metals like copper. Right now, there's a growing interest in high-grade Lincoln pennies, so it might be a great time to have yours evaluated. If you're a coin collector or just getting started, here are some tips to help you on your journey. Always handle coins by the edges to avoid leaving fingerprints. Store them in protective holders to prevent scratches. Stay informed about the coins you collect. Research their history, variations, and what makes them valuable. If you think you have a rare coin, get it professionally graded. This can greatly increase its value if it's in top condition. Being part of a coin collecting community can provide you with valuable insights, resources, and even opportunities to trade or sell coins. So there you have it, the 1973 Lincoln penny, a small coin with a big value. From its historical significance to its surprising worth in today's market, this penny is a prime example of why coin collecting is such a fascinating hobby. Whether you're looking to start your collection or just curious about valuable coins, the 1973 Lincoln penny is definitely one to keep an eye on. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to your channel name, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. And let us know in the comments, what's the most valuable coin in your collection? Have you ever wondered if that old penny lying around in your drawer could be worth a fortune? Well, if you happen to have a 1945 Lincoln penny, you might be in for a pleasant surprise. In today's video, we'll dive deep into the fascinating history of the 1945 Lincoln penny, why it's so valuable, and how much it's currently worth in the market. Spoiler alert, it's worth a lot more than just 1 cent. Let's start with a bit of history. The 1945 Lincoln penny, also known as the Lincoln wheat cent, was part of a series that had been in production since 1909. The penny features the iconic profile of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, or front, side, a design created by Victor David Brenner. The reverse side showcases two wheat ears, symbolizing prosperity, which is why it's often referred to as the wheat penny. Now, 1945 was a significant year in American history. The Second World War was coming to an end, and the country was transitioning from wartime to peacetime. This context adds to the historical value of the 1945 Lincoln penny. Despite the economic and material shortages caused by the war, the U.S. Mint produced a large number of pennies, which is one reason why you might still find these coins in circulation today. So what makes the 1945 Lincoln penny so valuable? One reason is its history and scarcity in high-grade conditions. While millions of these pennies were minted, finding one in excellent condition is becoming increasingly rare as time goes by. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins that have minimal wear and tear, which can significantly increase the penny's value. Coins that have been well preserved, perhaps never circulated or kept in a protective case, are the ones that fetch the highest prices. Another factor contributing to its value is the potential for errors or variations. For example, some 1945 pennies might have slight minting errors, like double dies or off-center strikes, which makes them even more appealing to collectors. Now, let's get to the part you've been waiting for, the current market value. As of today, a standard 1945 Lincoln penny in average condition might only be worth a few cents, but if you have one in uncirculated or near-mint condition, you're looking at a value that can reach up to $5,700. That's right, a single penny, just a tiny piece of copper, can be worth thousands of dollars. This high value is generally reserved for pennies that have been graded by professional coin grading services, such as PGS or NGC, and have received a high grade, often MS67 or above. These coins are typically free from any major flaws and retain their original luster. Steps showing how to examine a penny using a magnifying glass, comparing it to a grading scale, and searching online. Asterisk. So how can you determine if your 1945 Lincoln penny is worth a small fortune? Here are a few steps. First, examine the condition of your penny. Does it have any visible wear and tear, or does it look almost brand new? The better the condition, the higher the value. Check for any mint marks. While the 1945 penny was primarily minted in Philadelphia, coins with a D, Denver, or S, San Francisco, mint mark might have a slightly different value. Consider getting your penny professionally graded. A professional grader can determine the exact condition of your coin and give it a grade, which will help in determining its market value. Look up recent auction results for 1945 pennies in similar condition to get a sense of what collectors are willing to pay. Websites like eBay, Heritage Auctions, or Great Collections can provide useful insights. If you're thinking about collecting or investing in Lincoln pennies, here are a few tips. Always purchase coins from reputable dealers or auction houses. This reduces the risk of buying a counterfeit or overpaying for a coin. To maintain the value of your coins, store them in protective cases, away from moisture and extreme temperatures. Proper storage is essential in preserving the coin's condition. The coin market can fluctuate, so it's important to stay informed about the latest trends and values. Join online forums, attend coin shows, and subscribe to numismatic publications to keep up to date. If you're investing in pennies, remember that the value of coins can appreciate over time, especially those in pristine condition. Patience can be your best friend in this hobby. And there you have it, the incredible story of the 1945 Lincoln penny and why it's worth so much more than its face value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, this tiny piece of American history could be a valuable addition to your collection. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel for more coin collecting tips, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching and happy collecting. See you in the next video, where we uncover the hidden treasures in your pocket change. Today, we're diving deep into a coin that's small in size, but big in value, the 1944 Lincoln penny. This little copper coin might look ordinary, but it could be worth as much as $5,600. So what makes this penny so special? Stick around, and we'll explore its history, the reasons behind its high value, and how you could strike it rich with one of these coins. Let's start with a little history. The 1944 Lincoln penny is a part of the long-running Lincoln cent series, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. The coin was designed by Victor David Brenner, with Lincoln's portrait on the obverse and two wheat stalks on the reverse, a design that remained in place until 1958. Now, 1944 was a significant year for the United States. The country was deep in the throes of World War II, and the demand for metals like copper and zinc was at an all-time high. Just the year before, in 1943, the U.S. Mint had experimented with steel pennies to conserve copper for the war effort. But by 1944, the Mint returned to using copper for the Lincoln cents, although the composition wasn't exactly the same as pre-war pennies. The 1944 penny was made from recycled shell casings, creating a unique blend of copper, zinc, and tin, an alloy known as shell-case bronze. Over 1.4 billion of these pennies were produced, making it one of the most common coins of the time. But here's the kicker. While most 1944 pennies are only worth a few cents today, certain factors can make specific coins incredibly valuable. So, what makes a 1944 penny worth $5,600? Well, several factors come into play, including rarity, condition, and errors. Let's break it down. First, condition is key. If your 1944 penny is in mint condition, meaning it's never been circulated and shows no signs of wear, it could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Coins in higher grades, such as MS-65 or MS-66, are particularly valuable to collectors. Next, we have errors. Some of the most valuable 1944 pennies have minting errors, like double dies or off-center strikes. These rare errors can make a coin worth significantly more than its face value. One of the most sought-after errors is the 1944 steel wheat penny. Yes, you heard that right. While most 1944 pennies were made of copper, a few steel pennies slipped through the cracks at the mint, likely leftover planchets from 1943. These rare steel 1944 pennies can fetch tens of thousands of dollars at auction. But even if you don't have an error coin, certain 1944 pennies are valuable simply because of their rarity and demand among collectors. Coins minted at the San Francisco S and Denver D mints can also carry a premium, especially in top condition. Now, let's talk about the current market value. While most 1944 pennies in average circulated condition are only worth a few cents, pennies in mint state can be worth much more. A typical uncirculated 1944 penny might sell for around $10 to $20, but those in exceptional condition, graded MS-65 or higher, can fetch anywhere from $50 to $500. But here's where it gets exciting. If you have a top-tier 1944 penny, especially one with an error or a high grade, the value can skyrocket. For example, a pristine 1944 Lincoln penny recently sold for $5,600 at auction. That's right, this humble 1-cent coin was worth thousands of dollars due to its rarity, condition, and demand among collectors. So how can you find one of these valuable 1944 pennies? And what should you do if you have one? First, check your pocket change, old coin collections, or even your grandparents' coin jar. You never know where a hidden treasure might be lurking. If you think you've found a valuable 1944 penny, the next step is to get it professionally graded by a service like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. A professional grade can significantly increase the value of your coin and make it more attractive to collectors. Once your coin is graded, you can sell it through various platforms, such as online auctions, coin dealers, or even coin shows. Just make sure you do your research to get the best price for your treasure. The 1944 Lincoln penny is a fascinating piece of American history and a potential goldmine for collectors. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just getting started, it's always worth checking your pennies. You might just find a hidden gem worth thousands of dollars. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of one of the most iconic and valuable coins in American history, the 1943 Lincoln penny. This little coin is worth more than you might imagine, with some selling for a whopping $5,400 in today's market. So, grab your magnifying glasses, and let's uncover the incredible history, value, and reasons why this penny is worth so much. To understand the true value of the 1943 Lincoln penny, we need to travel back in time to one of the most turbulent periods in American history, World War II. The year was 1943, and the United States was fully involved in the global conflict. Resources like copper, which were essential for making bullets and other military equipment, were in short supply. So, the U.S. Mint had to find an alternative metal to produce pennies. The solution? Steel. For the first time in U.S. history, the penny was minted in zinc-coated steel, giving it a distinct silver-like appearance rather than the familiar copper tone. This change made the 1943 penny unique in the long line of Lincoln cents, and this difference plays a huge role in its value today. The 1943 Lincoln penny stands out in a few key ways. First, its appearance, a bright, silvery color instead of the usual brownish red copper. But there's more to this coin than meets the eye. The steel composition also made it magnetic, a trait no other Lincoln penny possesses. Try this at home. If you have a 1943 penny, see if a magnet picks it up. If it does, you've got a genuine steel penny. But if it doesn't, well, you might just have something even more valuable, a rare copper 1943 penny. But that's a story for another day. Now, let's talk about what really excites collectors, the value of the 1943 Lincoln penny. While millions of these steel pennies were minted, they're still highly sought after by collectors due to their unique place in history. As of today, a standard 1943 steel penny in good condition is worth around $5,400. Yes, you heard that right, over $5,000 for a single penny. But what factors determine this value? Well, like all coins, condition is key. A 1943 penny in mint or near mint condition will fetch a higher price, while one that's worn and damaged may not be worth as much. However, even lower grade examples can still command a hefty sum due to the historical significance of the coin. So why is the 1943 Lincoln penny worth so much? There are several reasons. First, its unique composition and rarity. Although millions were produced, many have been lost over the years, and those that remain are in varying conditions. Additionally, collectors are always on the lookout for coins that stand out from the crowd, and the 1943 penny certainly does that. Another reason for its high value is the allure of its history. Coins from significant periods, like World War II, often carry more value because of their connection to a pivotal time in history. The 1943 penny is not just a coin, it's a piece of the past, a relic from a time when every resource was dedicated to the war effort. But beware, with great value comes great responsibility. Unfortunately, there are fakes out there. Some unscrupulous individuals have tried to capitalize on the value of the 1943 penny by altering regular copper pennies to look like the rare steel versions. To avoid falling victim to a fake, remember this: the 1943 steel penny should be magnetic. If you're dealing with a coin that looks like a 1943 penny but isn't attracted to a magnet, It's likely a counterfeit. Always double check before making a purchase or having your coin appraised by a professional. In the current market, the value of the 1943 Lincoln penny continues to rise. With coin collecting growing in popularity, demand for unique and historic coins like this one is higher than ever. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or simply admire, now is a great time to get involved with this iconic coin. But remember, like all collectibles, prices can fluctuate based on market demand, so it's essential to stay informed. If you're holding on to a 1943 penny, keep an eye on its value. It might just increase even more in the coming years. If you're looking to get your hands on a 1943 Lincoln penny, or perhaps sell one, there are several avenues to explore. Coin shops, auctions, and online platforms like eBay are great places to start. Just remember to authenticate your coin before buying or selling, especially with such a valuable piece. And for those of you lucky enough to already own one, congratulations! You're holding a significant piece of American history and a valuable asset. Whether you choose to keep it as a collectible or cash in, you're part of a unique club of 1943 penny owners. So there you have it, the 1943 Lincoln penny. A small coin with a big story and an even bigger value. If you found this video helpful or fascinating, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your fellow coin enthusiasts, and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into the world of valuable coins. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy collecting. Hey everyone! Where we dive into the fascinating world of coins. Today, we're talking about a seemingly ordinary yet highly valuable coin, the 1942 Lincoln penny. Believe it or not, this 1-cent coin could be worth a lot more than you think, with a current market value reaching up to $3,200. Stick around as we explore the history, value, and what makes this penny so special. To truly appreciate the value of the 1942 Lincoln penny, we first need to look back at its origins. The Lincoln penny, also known as the Lincoln cent, was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. Up until then, only symbols like Lady Liberty adorned American currency. By 1942, the world was engulfed in World War II, and this had a significant impact on coin production. The U.S. Mint was still using the familiar copper alloy for pennies at the time, but as the war progressed, copper became a critical material needed for the war effort. This set the stage for changes in the composition of pennies in the following years, leading to the famous steel cents of 1943. But before that happened, the 1942 Lincoln penny was one of the last years to be struck in its original copper composition. The 1942 Lincoln penny features the classic design by Victor David Brenner, with Lincoln's profile on the obverse and the wheat ears on the reverse. Over 800 million of these coins were minted across the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints, making it a common coin at the time. But what makes this penny so valuable today? While millions of 1942 pennies were minted, only a few have survived in pristine condition. The value of a coin is heavily influenced by its condition, rarity, and demand among collectors. For the 1942 Lincoln penny, several factors contribute to its impressive value today. First, there's the condition. A coin in mint state, meaning it has never been circulated and has retained its original luster, can fetch a premium price. If your 1942 penny is graded MS65 or higher by a professional grading service, it could be worth a small fortune. Then, there's the historical significance. As we mentioned earlier, 1942 was one of the last years that Lincoln pennies were made from the traditional copper alloy before the war effort required a switch to steel. This connection to World War II adds a layer of intrigue and historical value to the coin. Asterisk, and let's not forget about error coins. Some 1942 pennies were struck with errors, like double dies, off-center strikes, or other anomalies. These rare variations can boost the value of the coin significantly. Imagine finding a double-die 1942 penny in your collection. It could easily be worth several $1,000s. Now, let's talk about the current market value. As of today, a standard 1942 Lincoln penny in circulated condition might only be worth a few cents to a few dollars, depending on its wear and tear. However, if you have a 1942 penny in uncirculated or near-mint condition, you could be sitting on a gold mine. According to recent sales and market data, a 1942 Lincoln penny in MS-65 condition can be worth around $3,200. And if you happen to have an error coin or a particularly well-preserved specimen, the value could go even higher. Auction sites and coin dealers have seen 1942 pennies sell for thousands of dollars, especially those in exceptional condition. So, if you think you might have one of these coins tucked away in your collection, it's worth getting it appraised by a professional. So, how do you know if your 1942 Lincoln penny is one of the valuable ones? Here are a few key things to look for. The 1942 penny was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, No-Mint Mark, Denver, D-Mint Mark, and San Francisco, S-Mint Mark. While all 3 can be valuable, certain rarer mint marks can increase the coin's worth. Look for any signs of wear. If the penny still has its original shine and hasn't been heavily circulated, it's more likely to be valuable. Use a magnifying glass to inspect the coin for any unusual features like double dies, off-center strikes, or other minting errors. If you believe you have a valuable penny, consider sending it to a professional grading service. A high-grade coin can command a much higher price. The 1942 Lincoln penny may just be a small copper coin, but its historical significance and potential value make it a treasure worth seeking out. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just someone who loves a good story, the 1942 penny is a fascinating piece of history that could also be worth a lot of money. So, go ahead, check your coin collections, search through those old piggy banks, and see if you have a 1942 Lincoln penny hiding in plain sight. Who knows? You might just strike it rich. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins, be sure to hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. And don't forget to click the bell icon so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching and happy collecting. Hey, coin collectors and treasure hunters, where we uncover the hidden gems in your pocket change. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1941 Lincoln penny. You might be surprised to learn that this humble 1-cent coin could be worth up to $5,500 in today's market. That's right, folks. This little penny could potentially make you rich. But what makes this coin so valuable? Stay tuned to find out. The history of the 1941 Lincoln penny. Let's start by exploring the history of this iconic coin. The 1941 Lincoln penny, also known as the Lincoln wheat cent, was minted during a time of great change in America. The country was still recovering from the Great Depression, and World War II was just around the corner. Despite the challenges, the U.S. Mint continued to produce millions of these pennies. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin featured Lincoln's bust on the obverse, front, side, making it the first U.S. coin to depict a president. On the reverse, back side, the coin featured 2 wheat stalks, symbolizing prosperity and growth, which is why it's often called the wheat penny. By 1941, the design had become a staple in American currency. That year, over 1 billion pennies were minted across 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. But here's where things get interesting. Not all 1941 pennies are created equal. Now, you might be wondering, why is a 1941 penny worth so much money? Well, There are a few key factors that make certain 1941 Lincoln pennies incredibly valuable. The first thing to look for is the mint mark. The 1941 penny was minted in 3 locations, as mentioned earlier. Asterisk Philadelphia Mint, Denver Mint, San Francisco Mint. The coins with an S or D mint mark are often more valuable than those without, but that's not all. The condition of the coin is critical. A 1941 penny in poor condition might only be worth a few cents, but a penny in mint state, MS, condition can fetch thousands of dollars. Look for coins that are free from scratches, discoloration, or wear. These are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, uncirculated coin. Some of the most valuable 1941 pennies are those with minting errors. These errors can include things like double dies, off-center strikes, or even repunched mint marks. If you come across a 1941 penny with any of these errors, it could be worth significantly more than a standard penny. These rare errors are highly sought after by collectors and can boost the value of the coin exponentially. Finally, the historical context of the coin adds to its allure. Coins minted during the early 1940s carry a sense of nostalgia and connection to a pivotal time in American history, which can drive up their collectible value. So, how much is a 1941 Lincoln penny worth today? As of the latest market trends, a 1941 penny in good condition can be worth anywhere from $0.10 to $1.00. However, a mint state 1941 penny can be worth up to $500. For example, a 1941 penny graded as MS65RD, red, which is near the top of the grading scale, can fetch several $1,000s at auction. But even lower-grade coins in uncirculated condition can still bring in a hefty sum. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for pristine examples of this coin, especially if they come with certification from a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. Now that you know the potential value of the 1941 Lincoln penny, you're probably itching to check your collection, or maybe even go hunting for one. Here are some tips on how to find and sell your 1941 penny. Start by checking your loose change or old coin jars. You never know what treasures might be hiding in plain sight. Visit coin shows or reputable coin dealers. These places often have a wide variety of coins, and you might just stumble upon a 1941 penny in excellent condition. Are great places to buy and sell coins. If you find a 1941 penny in your collection, you can list it for sale or auction it off to the highest bidder. If you believe you have a valuable 1941 penny, consider getting it graded by a professional service. This will authenticate the coin and provide an official grade, which can significantly increase its market value. Once you have a valuable coin, make sure to store it properly. Keep it in a protective holder and avoid handling it directly to preserve its condition. And there you have it, the story of the 1941 Lincoln penny, a coin that proves even the smallest pieces of history can hold immense value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, keep an eye out for this penny. Who knows? You might just discover a $5,500 treasure in your pocket change. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our latest coin discoveries. And if you've found any rare coins lately, share your story in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you.